Hello and welcome back. My name is Tobal. Thank you for joining me for another X4 Foundations video. Oh, we're actually still on that mission from a while ago. I was confused as to why he was talking. Protect the ship from any harm, but it's actually about to impale itself on the station. Either way, we're here now with version 1.3. The EgoSoft staff has... I have many questions, my friend. Well, I'm going to talk about a patch, and then we're going to watch this as I talk about the patch, because I feel like that's pretty appropriate. So they did release patch 1.3. This did fix a couple of important issues, a lot of bug issues, and you're basically inside the station. Awesome. They did look like they've worked on a couple of issues recently. We may not have even seen it, but it looks like there was an issue where miners were not selling their inventories to stations, so that might have been a problem that we didn't even know existed. I like that he just went right through the station. So that could have been something that was happening that we weren't even aware of. But it looks like that's been patched. There is another patch for station managers or maybe traders. It looks like a little bit of a trader patch. I don't know if it's for auto traders. I think a lot of these are for people who are station trading. So again, not sure if this is going to affect us too much, but our ships should continue to work on their own and do their own thing here. So it shouldn't matter too much. We can keep an eye on what they're up to. I think last episode we had this issue where, oh, he's got that flying weight. The microchip run was good, if I remember correctly. The microchip run was lucrative. However, he would make poor decisions after that point and wind up going to somewhere that the ship didn't need to go. The trader did not have a decent amount of money waiting for it. We're doing this mission now where we're trying to rescue our our boron scientist friend. Okay, so we're basically escorting shipped out of the sector. So we're escorting him out of the sector right now. And even though he can phase through sectors here. You know, I have also noticed, good for you. We have had a couple of, oh, of course we're going to have a fight here.
I expect my ship is at a safe distance. I can't say the same for the others. Please be alert.
I will order our ships to intercept targets.
How many ships are there?
Join them while I investigate further. Yes, brother.
Awkward. Was it this other ship that had the symbol on it? I don't think it was. Right, no, this just has a Nova Sentinel. I don't know if this is a quest icon, or if actually he's coming to intercept us. I think he's actually coming to intercept the ship and scan it. Probably we'll have to fight him. So, yeah, completely lost my train of thought there. But the traders, we're going to keep an eye on them to see how they're performing. I'm so confused. Are you not? We're escorting this ship, but you're already on our station? Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of a fight here. That's nice. We haven't fought anything in forever, it feels like. Let's get a bit stuck in. Not that... I'm still not too confident in the... oh god, I said that and we just got shreked there. I was going to say, I was not too confident in the AI's combat ability. Maybe that's just the Xenon that are basically completely useless in combat. You know what it looks like? I'll have to check my old videos. It almost looks like we've got a new bar underneath our energy bar. I think that was always there. Was that always there? Wait, did you just eject? Can I claim you? It looked like he stopped actually, but I don't think he did. One day we'll actually look at getting some missiles too. Alright, so we'll take care of him. It looks like he's got one more escort, and we probably have to make sure they're not going to blow up our target ship, which hopefully they won't too quickly. I will say that I'm excited that EgoSoft is, as always, they tend to really focus on the patching aspect of their games once they're released. So I'm happy to see that they're taking, the issues that players have been reporting very seriously. They're definitely working on those issues. So hopefully we're going to continue to see more fixes, more trimming in terms of the AI performance, and as the player base gets more confident, we'll probably see more modders. And I haven't checked Steam here in a bit to see if there's any new mods, but hopefully we can continue to see some decent mods in these in the game as well. I'm looking forward to when we get more scripts back in. Like there used to be, you know, an auto trader script that was very effective. There was some, you know, a script that wound up, I still can't remember if it's the vanilla game or not, but there was a script that I thought it was let you, you know, drop satellites all around, like go to a system, drop a satellite, you know, that kind of a thing. We have like the weakest guns for being fairly well off financially. Where is our overheating bar at? I can't even see if there's an overheating bar. Like it seems like we're, oh, on the right side. I didn't notice that. Can we ram you? Just get it over with? Nope. Alright, sorry about the endless fight, folks. Maybe next time I'll try to put a couple of actual decent weapons on our ship. I've been very cheap and I've not upgraded any of the weapons on most of our vessels, including our nice big Tyranid frigate. So that needs to be something that can happen fairly soon. Thank you for that. It's been ages since I finished combat, I think, or had combat. Alright, we'll go back to you. Check our mission. It's probably still to escort this guy out of the sector. Awesome, and that is that. So yeah, I'm trying to go over the list here. Some turret issues, it looks like. Some cases of patrolling ships failing to engage pirates. The problem with the traders, of course, which we may have had, you know, we may have encountered. I just didn't see it, but maybe our traders, you know, weren't trading. So it looks like there's also an improved option for selling illegal wares. So that was something that I think we wanted to talk about exploring a while ago and trying to find some derelict ships. We never did really do that, but it looks like there's easier ways to sell your illegal wares that you might get from that activity. Alright, so we're going to continue escorting this guy, and I like to do this because... Oh, you know what? I just remembered what I was going to talk about a minute ago before our Boron friend started talking. I had a comment in a video that the cockpit was really dark, and you're absolutely right. It is incredibly dark in this game, and you really can't see... I actually have quite a bit of stuttering right now too, which is surprising. You really can't see a whole lot unless you're like at the angle where, you know, you happen to catch the sun's rays. I wish there was a setting. I haven't been able to find anything yet that is kind of like, I guess, just brightness inside of the cabin. I have changed these settings to custom and messed around with shadows, LOD, and different things like that. I haven't seen anything that winds up being, you know, it's like brightness correction instead of color correction. Oh, you know what? I'm being a little silly because I forgot about gamma. Gamma, I'm not a huge fan because it really makes it a little bit ugly. Let's take a look and see what it looks like without it. It's not too bad. It's got a bit of that opaque tint on it. It also kind of screws with the map just a bit. I might try to experiment and look for a decent middle ground here. Yeah, you don't really need to see the cockpit per se, but it does make everything feel a little bit dark when it's down where it was. So maybe I'll just try to bump that a notch or two. I think it was at like 70 something. So maybe like 85 will be a nice middle ground where we can, you know, we can still feel like we're in a cockpit and not in like a black empty abyss. It also might make everything else pop out just a bit. So the ships, the asteroids and things like that. Yeah, the game is really dark though. I'm also confused as to, are you going to do this the entire way? You're seriously not going to do this, like, without going into the high speed. Oh, goodness. Can we encourage you to do this by going into the warp speed thing ourselves, maybe? I'm not going to escort them. I'm probably going to go back to our station if that's the case. We'll just let him deal with it on his own. Maybe we'll assign, yeah, that's what we could do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's find somebody in the station. Where are we at? We're in second contact? Yeah. Okay. Since you're broken anyways, let's unassign you from your squad mate. Can you escort this ship? Sure, we'll just say to follow it, right? We'll just have them follow. That seems pretty safe. And if we happen to hear anything on the communications, we'll tell him to attack the enemies that we'll see on radar. That works for me. And what are you up to, my trading friend? You're still selling your microchips. Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye on you to see what's going on. The other thing I wanted to look at was to find a trading station, a generic trading station, and I think that's where we want to go. Where's our station at? Right here? Okay, we're going to find a trading station, and I want to take a look and see about blueprints, because blueprints are what you buy to unlock certain aspects of your station. So we'll take a look at that. I want to see what is a good option for our station compared to what our resources are around us, right? So you need to figure out what your end product is going to be based on what your wares are. I mean, we could trade anything anywhere, so we could assign our trader to this station, and it could probably, I'm assuming it has the ability to trade for the station, to go out and get whatever it needs to produce whatever it wants to produce. So hey, I mean, microchips aren't bad, right? That's something we could look at. We could look at the distance between our station and other stations in the area. It looks like there's a composite factory. What does the composite factory need? They're offering to buy smart chips. That could be a thing. Medical supply. What do you like? Water? What? It's a crazy profitable trade on that one. Cool. So you made a profit there. Let's take a look at your profit on that trade. 620k back, 498 out. So you again made 120k profit. Microchips seem very lucrative. That could be an experiment that we try out. Since our trader loves to trade microchips so much, we could just have him go crazy with that. We've got a equipment dock here. We could also look at the trading station that we're going to find out what they buy as well. Kind of everything. Oh, these are the amount of offers. I looked at the wrong thing. I was looking at this for the price. So Claytronics might not be bad as well. Claytronics are one of the more profitable things you can have, but Claytronics might have a very long product chain, right? So you need a lot of things to make Claytronics from scratch, basically. So we might have to find the balance between what we've got available, how many modules you might need to make that happen. Is there, there's a plan. We talked about the planning. Can you also see logically what that requires? So there's storage, habitation, build, other. I don't see anything that talks about the actual materials themselves. So we'll explore that when we start to look at blueprints. So we'll let this guy fly out, and hopefully our other ship is doing the same thing we needed to do, doing the escort of our missioner. I do want to say thank you to HugSeal42. He pointed out in the comments of one of the videos that there was a GIF on the X4 Foundation subreddit, and it has a perfect explanation of how to turn the modules on your station. So I'm going to try that out here in just a quick second. Let's coast into this station while I'm doing that. This was like literally driving me nuts for quite a long time. So let's say if we wanted to maybe drop a vertical here. I think it has to snap somewhere to start with, or maybe just place it. There it is. So it is dropping the item on out somewhere, and then clicking on it and right clicking and holding to drag it around. Now this only drags it this way, so would we be able to take that and realign it? And this is up and down. Okay. So it doesn't look like you can move too far once you place it. Can we drop you here? And it's interesting. It's not quite, doesn't like the snapping effect. It might be just not allowed in that particular configuration because it's like a vertical piece. So you could do this. I wonder if does it count as snapping here? I think I just bounced off the station. Hey, we made it! Sorry about that. Where are we? Are we inside the station? Oh goodness. Oh, we're in the the lattice work, I think. Oh god, we're stuck. Let us out, please. I'm so sorry, I'm a bad pilot. We are all sorts of not able to move right now. Let's back up. Can I move this way? I'm sorry. Okay. Please, let go. I hope I'm not inside this thing. Oh no! The same thing happened when we ran into that asteroid once and basically went inside the entire dang thing. Okay, I think we're free of this horrendous sticky station. Alright, let's dock here. And what I'm doing here is to take a look and see if we can look at the modules for the station to find out what we need to buy and what we want to possibly start on our production chain. Alright, let's go explore in here. I'll go back to the plan mode and experiment with some of the rotation here in a bit and see if I can't get that down pat.
Hello.
I have no idea how outward your stations can move. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this station though, honestly. The free station we got, you know, I do appreciate free things. I'm not a huge fan of its layout. I would love if I don't know if when you buy a station, if you start from scratch, if you get a basic foundation, like almost like a small block, and then you can build off of from there, because I'd almost like to start from that, something a little bit smaller. Dang it. Oh, there's someone here. What the hell?
Can I help?
I
Good luck out there.
have a couple questions for you. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. No big deal. We'll talk to the invisible trader.
Can I help? Here you go.
I'm losing my mind. Where do we see blueprints at? Where have I seen blueprints? Maybe it's at the other thing on the other side? Or is it in here? No, is it at this, there's another type of building that's got a sign over it. It's got like a construction symbol. I think I've seen that. I have. Is it, so it's just not here? Maybe at an equipment dock. Okay, I'll take a look. And sorry I wasted your time a bit there, but we'll head over to the right spot. Where did I see this at? Where are we in relation to useful things? That's another trade dock, and there's no equipment dock there. Let's target this equipment dock and guide over to it. Get going here. Are there other areas to dock on this? I don't think there are. I think it's just a one. Could be wrong. Let's explore just a quick second. There's another dock. Okay, so there is a full second dock here. Do you have that other building though? I see the same shopping cart symbol, but I don't see the. It's kind of like a wrench and a screwdriver symbol, I think. What's this? Is this a huge dock for big ships? It is. Can we dock here? Do you have one of these here? Again, don't think so. Okay, fair enough. We'll head over to our station off yonder. This is the equipment dock, and we'll see if this has what we need to get going on the blueprint side of the house. So let's go back here.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. This is kind of neat, because this would be nice to, you know, stack off the station. Wait, do you have to lock on to an existing building? So you have to lock on to this? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, not sure I quite get all the movements yet, and how to rotate those around and how they all connect in. So we'll experiment with that a bit. I mean, I could also probably buy the license needed to make a brand new plot, and we could just plop down a plot in the middle of, you know, Argon Prime or wherever we happen to want to do it. I wouldn't mind even seeing if we can afford a plot. I don't know how much it costs, but why wouldn't we get on this massive highway here, right? That would make sense to me. If you want a trader to go around the universe, then why not put him on the global highway and let him go crazy? So maybe we can take a look at that option too. and maybe just follow the storyline to its conclusion, but really not make much use of the station. I know it's free. I'm not a huge fan of the design and the layout of it though, but I'm just being picky. Did we get a little crazy there with the suggestions? I think we did. I think it automatically tried to send us somewhere else. That's the symbol for the shop again. There it is. Okay, that's what I wanted over here. They have one on each side. They don't. So I want to dock.
Docking aborted. Docking.
Okay, I want to dock on this side. So I just press Shift E to kind of cancel my docking and then press it again. Okay, let's stop and go down to land. Perfect.
Hello there.
Hello. Open up, open up. Oh, this is hilarious. This guy's been...
Can I help?
I have a couple of questions for you. One is, what the crap are you doing?
Sir.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Remind me to go look in third-person view when we fly and leave this place. If he's hanging off the back, I think I might lose it right then and there. That'll be it. Alright, let's hop over. I guess there's no... Maybe it's the... Is there like a quick walkway down here? Okay, here's the sidewalk, yeah. Hey, there we go. Here's our people mover. Has our trader been doing anything trading-wise? Any better decision making? Let's test it out. Awkward, we're not moving when we're on this beltway here. Wow, the Drill Vanguard made 280k by mining Nevidium. That is decent. Hey, I'm excited about that. Give me more results like that. I love that I'm not moving on this people mover when I'm in the menu. What are you up to? What are you making a sale? Microchips again. So I didn't see. You know how before our trader was selling microchips, right? He was having a great success with that. Then he would fly across the system and make some awkward trade, like a 6,000 credit trade for something or other.
Hello.
So that was new, and it sounds like he's maybe making better decisions on that regard, which is awesome.
Hello there.
Upgrade a ship. Okay, we walked all the way over here to do this. That's not quite what we wanted. Well, I'm kind of stymied here. I thought there was somewhere where you buy blueprint, and I almost want to say it's a building that has a bunch of floating ships. It's almost like an office building, an office complex. So I might have to look on that offline so I don't waste your time trying to find that ship. But we'll take a look at what else we're going to do at this episode. I was kind of excited to come back to see what the changes would make in terms of the ships here.
Can I help?
I wonder if we just go
Goodbye.
ahead and, just for fun, why don't we look at buying another... Oh gosh, we're almost at 3 million, right? We could actually... Oh no, I think it's base of 3 million for the big trade ships. Let's look at a shipyard. I remember looking at the really expensive trader earlier, but I thought it wound up being much more expensive because you had to put things on it, right? You couldn't just start with nothing. So the chassis was 3 million by itself, right? Our Iteron Mark V looking ship. But to get it out the door, we would need at least 4.6 million. Okay, that makes sense. And we probably don't want to leave it completely unarmored. I'm assuming it's got enough strength and hull that it can take quite a few shots. So, do we save up on that, or do we go ahead and go crazy with it? And no, I think what we do, let's expand both of our fleets. We've got some money. I like how our mining ships are performing. We are getting, so this was 286 from a mining ship. This was 287 from a mining ship. Then 29k, 16k. This now again, they might not have sold for a while because they might have gotten stuck due to a bug that was recently fixed. So, yeah, that's a decent amount of money, right? 200 and some odd thousand credits for miners just doing their own thing. I accidentally changed someone's order, so of course it's gonna go crazy. Hey, are you still escorting that mission ship? Whatever happened to that mission ship? Dock at our. Okay, we have to dock at uh, our station. We'll do that in a second because I think we're in the same sector. Yeah, let's do this. Let's order some new mining ships and let's order a new trading ship because I think both are doing okay in their own right. So let us find a wharf of the argon variety, and let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple more drill miners. Yeah, okay. Minimum presets, right? You need the small because you need to get the actual drill equipment out, right? You need at least the small loadout, low loadout. Let's add this to the shopping list. Let's add 2 of these, and we'll confirm the order. Let's go back to the wharf. We've got 1.6 million. Let's go ahead and order. Let's see how much these Mercuries are doing. Transporters. Mercury Vanguard, right? That's our transporter. You cost. I think cheap is the custom loadout we made here that includes a couple basic things, but it gets it on its way. What about different engine? Can you get a better travel engine? Maybe trade a little bit faster? 2,000 travel speed. This goes up to 2,400. It's not a huge difference, and since they're all automated anyways, we're not going to be focusing on it too much. Maybe down the road it wouldn't hurt to, make those more efficient. Let's probably add 2 so that they all have enough money to get some stuff, right? We don't want them to suddenly show up but they don't have any money to play with. We're going to order 2 of those. Awesome. I wonder what else we could wind up doing. We've got a spare fighter alpha. This is an actual fighter ship that we may want to use one day. Let's have this dock up at Castley. Let's have all our extra ships dock up. Okay, our Vanguard, there's no reason our Vanguard needs to be protecting the frigate. The frigate can protect itself just fine. Let's have Satellite Master dock up. And a stupid laser tower, I wish I could get rid of it. I think we're going to have to go out to it and destroy it manually to get rid of the thing. I bet our Elite Vanguard, honestly, is stuck attached to the ship. Oh no, you're already done. Let's unassign you, though. Perfect. So you're there. You're there. We're out and about. The Fighter Alpha is making its way. I'm just trying to clean up a little bit of the... Just clean up our list here just a bit. Hopefully... Yeah, we'll be able to hide. Oh, we actually won't because they're unassigned. Can we assign you to... Yeah, we could assign you like this, right? Elite Vanguard. We could assign the fighter ship as well. Defend. I think you would stay docked, right? Because your orders... well, maybe not. Dock add. I wonder if as soon as you try to make them a subordinates, they leave and go fly around somewhere. Let's do all of you dock up. That's my order to you. Maybe that'll take precedence over everything else. Okay, what do we just have finished here? I heard a little ding sound. 24K. That might have been just now. 539. Yep, so that was what happened just now. Let's take a look at our new ships. They should be coming out any second now. Argon Prime. Excellent. We've got a bunch of new ships, so let's start giving them some basic orders. Do we want to maybe name these like drill?
Hello.
Hello. Drill Alpha, Beta, etc. It's not really unique, but at least if we're paying attention to one ship, we can discern its name from the rest of them. Let's do that. Let's do some simple... I mean, these are just going to be... We're going to have a fleet of these down the road. So, I don't think we're going to get too attached to Drill Charlie in particular. I will stay attached to the Pone, which is our frigate, and probably some of the other smaller ships that we've had around for so long. Okay, so Drill Delta, you're brand new, aren't you? You are. Let's go set you to auto mine. I want you to mine anything except for ice, probably. I don't think ice is super valuable. It might be. Let's set your distance as far away as you want to mine, as far away as you can go get ore. Let's take a look real quick at, because I set it, and I want to make sure I'm not being incorrect here. Let's look at the value of ice versus the value
Hello there.
of ore. Okay, so galaxy-wide, who's buying, who's selling what? Is no one buying either? Okay, I had to check. I think I had to check the solid. Ice is being bought at 28 credits per unit. Ore is being bought at 58. Silicon is being purchased at 119, and it's actually a low volume. And the last thing was Nvidium. Nvidium is being purchased at 586. Do we want to just set our ships to only mine Nvidium and silicon? Do we, if we're having them go so far out, they should be able to find these goods wherever they're going. If we've given them 14 sectors to mess around in, I think they're going to have the ability to find what they need. So let's reset some of the orders. Okay, we'll take away that. Also, I believe those orders instantly update. Also, I forgot to change your distance. Let's do that. Let's go back to alpha and see if that kept. Yeah, it did. Okay, so let's increase your range. Because it shouldn't affect, the range shouldn't really affect anything, because the miner basically goes out and tries to find goods and will just sell it at the closest station it can find. So, why are you 28? Oh, you're a better captain? Was that it? You can go 28 sectors out. Oh! Maybe it's really important for us to find... No, wait a minute. I'm confused. Drill beta, you're auto mining. Your default behavior is nothing? It's... I have so many questions.
Hello there.
What is happening here? Your max gate distance is 16. You are a 1-star pilot. You're a 2-star pilot with a 1-star auto mine requirement. Okay. Nvidium or max distance of 16. Okay. What did we just see a minute ago? You have auto mine. You're a level. Okay, you're a skill 4 pilot, and you had a much bigger range. Okay, that was the difference. I thought I was looking at a very similar pilot level. So this pilot is level 4 and has a much bigger range, a max, basically how far away. I think it's just how far away from the starting system it can go to achieve its objective. So that's a reason
Hello there.
to possibly try to poach some very high level captains for your trade ships, right? Because that way it lets you, wrong button, it lets you send your trade ships out much farther to look for profits. Okay, do they level up too? I don't know if they do. There is an update in the 1.3 patch notes that says improved skill gain profile for NPCs. So I would think they level up, but I just don't know offhand. So that's something we can test as well down the road. So let's name this ship Alpha, Trader Alpha, and I'll call it M for medium, because we might wind up, we might wind up ordering more traders.
Hello there.
And we might wind up ordering larger traders. So I want to make sure that's separated. I thought we had another... I'm confused. There it is. No, sorry, I don't mean maybe. Well, you know, your first sister ship wound up exploding. So, or we wound up having to sell it. So let's just call it Trader Charlie. We'll put a star here because it was a special ship to us, right? Okay. So Trader Charlie is trading a bunch of things, a bunch of expensive type things. I'd love it if you could copy and paste your orders. Let's give these other traders some orders as well. You're a better pilot. I wonder if you're going to have a better range. Again, this is part of the reason I would love to see some kind of a chart that would let you compare how these ships are doing. almost like if any of you have played Transport Simulator, you can search and find a train,
Hello
right?
there.
Transport Simulator is a game where you can transport wares between cities, and by bus, by train, by boat, by plane. But you can look at the vehicle itself and see its profit over each year or its lifetime profit. So I'd love for an option to just, let's look at Trader Alpha and see how the, what has it done all its life, all the time the ship's been alive and built. How has it done? How has it performed? That would be a really interesting way to kind of see, especially if you got a much higher level pilot. It would be interesting to see if that made a difference. Okay, so I'm just adding random things because I don't quite remember each ware and which one's worth the most, but I'm adding technical sounding things. And we'll do this. And Trader Beta, I wonder, could I just give you an order since you're in Argon Prime? Can I just right click and tell you to auto trade Galaxy? Yeah, but you're going to do that once. That doesn't change your default behavior. Let's cancel that before you get too crazy with anything. You're going to undock, that's fine. Give you the auto trade option. Oh no, are you a crappy captain? You are a crappy captain, and you're going to make me frustrated because I have to do stuff now. Why would you let me build a ship without a captain that can do the basic stuff? That's kind of ugly. Okay, that's fine. I can handle that in between episodes, I think. I will go over and visit our friend and find a better pilot, drop them on that ship, transfer them over, and they'll be our new captain. Okay, so we've done a lot. We really haven't been super aggressive. What is this crazy glare? Is this because I messed with the gamma? Oh, it's because I'm staring at a really bright light. Okay. Alright, that's because, yeah, because I am tired, I think. Great, let's finish this off by finishing this mission that never ends. We'll start the guidance rather to our station. The other thing I think I was going to do between episodes was find out what module on a station we can buy the blueprints from. That was my other objective. Eat an asteroid. Wow, it's aggressive language here, guys. Why don't we all calm down? Space is dangerous, right? We need to support each other, not insult each other. Okay, I've got the course set to our station. I'll even autopilot just to make sure we don't mess up. I'm excited, except for the darn Trader Beta, who just does not have a good enough captain. That's another thing. I don't know how to remotely handle. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I can't tell what workforce because I'm not nearby to scan. So I can't really poach anyone. Could I do this? Could I upgrade the ship? Personnel. I guess I can't change the captain. I could add in some service crew. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is probably add in any service crew for the rest of the ships. Let's try this. Let's do this. We have crew now. Dang it. Go back, go back. Full crew list. Captain Crappy Pants. I thought you're upgrading. You might be waiting. Okay, yeah, you have to wait the minute to get your crew apparently. That's fine. Let's take the autopilot off and navigate the rest of the way onto the freeway? Do we need to hit the freeway to go to our... Oh, we're in Argon Prime, or second contact. Okay. How do we get over here? I don't recall that at all. Alright, we'll take that back to the base.
Entering system. True sight.
We'll wait that 1 minute for the beta to get its crew. What I'm trying to find here is I'm trying to see if I can see the entire crew list. Okay, you're upgraded. I now have a list of service crew. anyone happen to have piloting? I think they're all going to be crap. That looks like the case. Oh, one person snuck in there with some good morale. Well, that just means now I have to look through every single person to see if they're sneaking around with 3 pilot ability.
Entering system.
Okay, doesn't look like it.
Consequences planned.
So I'll continue to look for a poaching opportunity coming up.
Entering system. IS missed.
That's exciting to start building up the fleet, though. This is reminding me about what the old X series used to be. This is kind of where you're starting to make enough money through your auto trading and your other activities that you can really start to focus on your empire as opposed to the small little missions. And you know, for some people that's not fun. Some people want to do more combat. I will say I would love to see a little bit more AI and a little bit more attention given to some of the fleets. Although, to be fair, we've not explored a lot of these missions. So maybe some of these missions, like the guild missions, like Argon versus Xenon, might have some really fun fights in them. We've just not really explored that. I have not even, I don't think I've even flown in the fighter ship that I purchased that is exclusively a heavy fighter. So there could be some decent content there already in place. It's just something that we've not quite checked out yet. Okay, we have to pop a 360 here. Oh, we're all over the place. I'm a bad pilot. And not gonna work. Alright, I'll just stop the ship before I completely lose everything. But yeah, you know, there could be offerings coming up for fighting that we don't even know about. But I do seem to recall really intense, huge battles between epic fleets. You know, you'd have the full Argon Prime fleet. You'd have the main capital ship or some of the biggest ships in the fleet duking it out in a random sector with the Xenon, and you'd be able to just sit by, or you could just jump right into the fray. It would be fun, and really what would be even more entertaining, especially with all the fleet commanding you can do in this game, is to mod this game and add in a little bit of Star Wars feel, right? Like, wouldn't that be so cool if you were in command of a big Mon Calamari cruiser? I mean, it was I don't know what class of ship it was. A dreadnought? What is a? I mean, it's a huge. Mon Calamari was the capital ship of. It's probably not my nerd card here. The Mon Calamari cruiser was a capital ship of the Alliance. It was the biggest ship I think in the fleet, just like the Imperial. Well, the Imperial Star Destroyer was its equivalent, right? We're not talking about the Super Star Destroyer just yet. It's too nerdy. Okay, well, only a little bit of nerdiness at a time. So it would be so neat to be able to have that as your flagship, and you know, have a whole like bunch of squadrons of X-wings and Y-wings that at your disposal that you could just command and send forth on a mission. That'd be so cool to see that in a mod. I can't wait. I know someone's gonna do it because people are awesome and they have wonderful ideas. Oh, for crap's sake! I love mass traffic. Honest to God, I do. Oh, we have to do this. Let's check F2. Is this guy hanging below us? I can't tell. Let's back up. I want to know. I want to know if you're underneath us here. He should be on the ladder. What are you doing, dude?
I will ruin
For fuck's sake. Are you aggroed on me now because you're pissed? I don't know what button I just hit. It went a little bit crazy. Sorry about that. I was trying to find out if our friend is tucked underneath the ship. Okay, I don't think you are. What are you doing behind me?
Oh no, please.
Just bugger off. Look at this mess. These mass traffic ships. What is going on? I'm so confused. Why I attack a criminal and a Talati station security comes out every time. Got a lot of questions about some of the AI sometimes. Let's come down and dock before I get myself destroyed by mass traffic that I might just wind up like destroying out of anger. Now we're good. We're gonna land here and oh goodness gracious.
Docking, not possible.
Why is docking not possible?
Docking not possible. Docking granted.
I'm gonna have like a conniption here, guys. Okay, we're good there. Got it. Great. You know what? I see that station over there, which looks like a place to buy and sell things. I would be highly amused if I could get the thing I was looking for right over here. That was the blueprints, I think. The blueprints for the station to see kind of what we could build and expand, how we could expand our station. I'd be pretty amused if that was right here the entire time. This is a long autosave. Sorry about that. Okie dokie. I am now stuck, so I guess we'll transfer over to a different ship for fun. Okay, and where are we at? I think we are on the same dock, same kind of area. And the farthest point from which I wanted to go. Let me swing over to that shop real quick, because I'm curious to see if that's the same shop we've been looking at, or if it has new things in it. Oh, you know what? I think that's actually the same shop. I'm almost positive that's just right in the center. There's where that trader's at. Okay, we had a dock here for the mission. Where do we need to go? Dock at Casterly Rock. Got it. Check and done. Maybe we have to visit the boron scientist. Bosota. I bet we missed the trigger mission to have him talk to us. Oh.
At last,
Fascinating.
face to face. This installation is equipped for habitation of all races, and this room seems to be.
I apologize, this is really echoey and probably really low in terms of volume, so you can't hear his voice, I don't think.
Yes, I have already made some progress. There appears to be several things we can
Wait,
research at this
what?
facility. Please take a look.
That's new. What the heck is the research menu? Have I missed this menu the whole time? Oh! What is this? It's a whole new menu. It's a whole new thing.
There is much to do.
Holy crap, guys. So this is how, I guess, how we unlock our stuff? Hack? Allows the crafting of basic chassis mods for ships. These are mods. Steel storage module blueprints. Okay. Fascinating. What it's talking about is these data leaks. There's like when you're coming up next to a station, if you fly really close in scan mode, sometimes you'll see like a red blip, and it almost looks like a piece of damage. This is a data leak. So it looks like if you were to get this on production modules, if we were to scan those data leaks, we would get the blueprint of that production module. So we wouldn't have to buy them.
It appears
Nice.
some technology was being used to research teleportation over long distances.
I wish I could hear what he's saying. I can't even hear him myself.
Very good. I will
Let's
let you know
research
when I'm
teleportation, because that seems like fun.
done. This will allow you to
Basic
craft
weapon
standard
mods for ships. So
equipment
this is the weapon mod section. I think we saw somewhere like this, right? These are the modification areas, so they could probably increase your weapon damage. Okay, so that's pretty neat. It looks like it's got a couple of options here. Okay, so it looks like the mission is to research any technology, which we're doing right now. So, I think this is a great time to take a quick break and put a cut in this video. We've done a lot in this video. We've expanded the trade fleet. We've discovered a new tab of research here. We're still kind of working through this storyline with our guy. I'm still thinking heavily about putting a trade station. You know, maybe we put it. Where's the exit to this? This exit here, here, here. We could put a station here somewhere in second contact because two reasons. It would be right off of the freeway, like maybe even over here. The other reason is it could be just one jump, one freeway, another jump away from our main base. Alternatively, we could put one over here in Pious Mist because, again, that's pretty close to our station as well. Not that that's super important, but it, you know, in case we need to jump between stations quickly or bring reinforcements or do trading, it wouldn't be too many jumps. Pious Mist might be nice because it's only a couple stations, a couple jumps away from pretty much everywhere. I mean, I guess everywhere is only a couple jumps from everywhere, right? But of the most things, we've spent a lot of time in Second Contact, Argon Prime, and it would put us in range of a couple other areas here. So lots of options. Let's see real quick. Manage plot 2x2 in where are we at? We're in our sector. We don't want to be in the sector, so I'll have to probably try this in a different area. I think you have to buy the license though. Oh, did I just do that? Hardcore. That's awkward. This is what happens when I get excited and just click around. I bought a license and it says headquarters. I think this was actually where we started at. Okay, I don't think I paid anything. We'll pretend I didn't if I did. Okay, good, I didn't. Drill Charlie, Drill Alpha is selling things. Drill Trader Charlie sold microchips. This might have been the old message. Nope, this is another. Oh wow, lots of microchip runs here. Still making like 120,000 credits per run. Very cool. We're almost due another million from we are due $1 million from our trades. It looks like these new traders are very lucrative. Awesome. I might next episode I might take a kind of a do some things offline basically, so you don't have to watch and wait, and see how these traders are doing. Looks like they just finished up, so we're at 1.8 million now, and we're still due more money from a different trade. So maybe I'll just keep buying and building up this trade fleet, and eventually buying some very large sized traders. If the behavior it looks like it's fixed, guys. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is pretty indicative. Now, we've not seen them trade anything other than microchips right now, but if that's the biggest profit, then they're doing exactly what we want them to do, right? So, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you so much for watching.